This NFL season has been one of the more interesting seasons the NFL has ever seen. There have been superstars who changed teams, and there have been other superstars who would like to change teams now. There have been some future Hall of Famers with some injuries, potentially season-ending injuries. We saw the gradual mental breakdown of Antonio Brown. Then you also have the late-round legend, Gardner Minshew, coming in, starting for Nick Foles when Foles went down with an injury, and just creating a ridiculous atmosphere for the Jaguars. But the storyline I want to focus on in this franchise mode, in this new series, is Andrew Luck's sudden retirement. So Andrew Luck, before the season, decided to retire as the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. And now in real life, they're actually playing pretty well without Andrew Luck. Don't get me wrong, but this is going to be a completely different story. Andrew Luck, with his time on the Colts, had a great career. He passed for 23,671 yards with 171 touchdowns, leading the Colts into, several playoff seasons. Also with that ridiculous comeback against the Chiefs in the playoffs. He also had 4 seasons throwing over 4,000 yards and 1 season with 40 touchdowns and another one with 39 touchdowns, which was last year. Andrew Luck will be missed. He was a great quarterback. He was awesome to watch. A very smart guy. He will definitely be missed, honestly, by every fan base. Even the fan bases of the teams who don't like the Colts, I imagine they'll still miss him just because Andrew Luck, great guy, great quarterback. But right now, Andrew Luck retired, and in this franchise, in this universe, the team went chaotic. Everybody left. Aside from, a few rookies and a few players who didn't want to risk trying to get a job elsewhere. Essentially, the team was completely stripped away, and the Colts organization decided to relocate. So that's what will be happening here. They will be relocating to some other location. They'll change their team identity completely. Now, since everybody on the team requested a trade, essentially, the Colts granted almost all of their trade requests and amassed a ton of draft picks. So this first season will just be used to draft the entire new Colts team, even though they're not going to be the Colts anymore. But we will get started in the relocation process here. We can now choose where the Colts will relocate to. There's a ton of different options if you guys have never done this before. You can pick, I'm not sure how many there are, but there's a lot. And the place we will relocate to will, make sense with the division based on what some of the other teams are. We are going to be relocating to Austin, Texas. So there's going to be another football team in Texas, and we will choose the team very soon. In Austin, we can choose between 4 different teams. So it's the Colts, the Armadillos, the Bats, or the Desperados. All these teams look pretty cool. All of their, icons look nice. I'm sure they all have nice uniforms, but the team I'm going with is going to be the Armadillos. Now we can choose the uniforms for the team. I definitely want to have a uniform that has a lot of black in the jersey, so I think I'm going to be going with the style number 2. The final step here is to choose the stadium. I think last year when I relocated, I chose the futuristic stadium, so I want to go a different route this time. I think I'm going to go with the Sphere, and I don't know the difference between Deluxe and Basic. It's more expensive, I know, but I don't know if it looks any different in the game. So let's just go with Deluxe Sphere Stadium. The only thing left to do before we start next season is to draft. You guys will see shortly, we have a ton of draft picks. All of the players wanted to be traded, and with that, we were able to get a ton of freaking draft picks. We don't have the first pick, surprisingly enough, but I will show you how many draft picks we have. I actually didn't manage to get the Dolphins. I thought I did, whatever. We have the 2nd, 4th, 8th, 10th, 12th, 24th, 28th draft picks this year. And then a couple seconds, a 3rd, a 4th, and then some more down the line as well. So, I'm not really in a huge need of getting the first overall pick. There are so many really good looking players in this class. First off though, look at the freaking defensive lineman depth. There are 5 first round left ends who all honestly look good. There are a bunch of first round right ends, a couple guys in the 2nd round as well. I'm not too worried about the defensive ends. We also have John Stout at defensive tackle, who I need to draft. But let's advance and see who the Dolphins go with. They're probably going with the top defensive end, if I had to guess. They are selecting Cade Huffman, 78 overall left end out of Boston College. But here with the 2nd pick in the draft, we can go with Ali Claiborne, who if I drafted him would come over and play defensive tackle. But because there's that defensive tackle later, I don't really want that guy. I think Doug Reiner, I'm going to go with Reiner. Doug Reiner, I think, might be the draft pick here. It says at the bottom he's supposed to go mid-first rounder. And at the top it says early first rounder, so that kind of worries me a little bit, to be honest. There's a really good cornerback, but there's also this corner later. It's hard to decide between these two guys. So this guy ran a 4.31, but so did this guy. They both ran a 4.31. They're going to be very fast. This guy has really good awareness, though, and good man coverage. It's a tough decision. Also, this wide receiver I need to select. I'm actually going to go with this wide receiver first, I think. Matthew Mcgriff. Out of Vanderbilt, he's going to be, I think, very dominant. He's a 76 with hidden development trait. All right. 93 speed, 90 acceleration, 82 catching. Great short, great medium, great deep. I am extremely excited for this guy to come and start on the team. The Lions are up next. They might go cornerback here. And no, they go Ali Claiborne, actually. So we are actually free to go corner, or we can go defensive end. This is actually a really rough decision. I think I might go corner because this guy looks way too good, to be honest. Kamal Wright is on the team. 78 overall hidden development trait, ranked 4th. There's a 78 overall ranked 4th. 96 speed, 80 man coverage, 92 agility, 90 acceleration. Okay, this guy is a freak. He's only 5'9", but he's 100% going to be our star corner. I skipped to my pick by accident, so I didn't actually check to see who everybody else went with. But we pick now at number 8, and Doug Reiner is still available. I almost want to go with this left tackle now. He might still be available at number 10, but honestly, like, this guy I think is going to be so important for the team. I'm going to go with him now. Xavier Clinton, 79 overall, hidden development trait. He's the best player in this class. Ranked number 1. The glitch is fixed, so now number 1 actually means he's ranked to number 1. I'm so happy we drafted this guy. I think he is going to be one of the highest overall players on this team in a couple seasons. I probably could have waited, but it's okay. The Ravens are going with Jimmy Phillips, a left guard out of UCLA, and we can still take Reiner. So I'm good with it. Doug Reiner, welcome to the team. 75 overall hidden development trait, ranked at number 11, took him at number 10. This dude's still a beast, though. He's going to come in and start very easily for this team, and I think he's going to be a beast out of Virginia. Also, all of these names are subject to change. I'm just going to keep announcing them as their names here, just because. Dylan Day could be a cool player. I really don't want him, though. At this point, I think I can use some more offensive linemen, so Garrett Kelly is going to be on the team. 79 overall. No way, man. We got 79 overall tackles on this team. Both hidden development trait, both ridiculously good. I think with this pick, I'm going to pull the trigger on a quarterback. There aren't many good quarterbacks in this class, as you can see, and I really don't want to risk missing out on one. So Ken Montgomery, welcome to the team. He's a 73 overall hidden development trait. Okay, he's ranked at number 17, and we took him at number 24. 90 throw power, 78 deep, 76 medium, 83 short. Good speed and agility and acceleration as well. The Armadillos reached on him in the draft. He was supposed to go in the 3rd round. They reached on him in the 1st round, but we're going to see if it pays off. Our last 1st round draft pick is going to John Stout. He was supposed to be a 1st round player, but he slid all the way down here to the 3rd round, but we're going to take him in the late 1st round. He's probably going to have normal development, but I'm expecting like a 75 overall at least. He's a 74, and he has hidden. That's better than 75 normal, if you ask me. 92 strength, 78 power move, 77 awareness, 75 speed is not bad. I will take it. He's going to be a beast. Part of me wants to go with this guy, Stephen Dell. He won the Heisman, and I can't see his other skills. I tried to scout him, but every time I did, it said you already unlocked this skill. I don't know what the rest of them are, and I don't know what that glitch is all about. It's happened a couple times to me. But I think Stephen Dell is going to be the draft pick here. He's 5'8", he's a receiving back out of Louisville, and he won the Heisman. Welcome to the team, Dell. 72 overall, isn't the best, but he has hidden development trait. 92 speed, phenomenal. 89 acceleration, 90 agility. Good catching as well, good catch in traffic. He's going to be our 3rd down running back, and I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. That other quarterback is actually still on the board, so I 100% could have waited for the guy we ended up taking, but it's okay. I'm good with where we took him. Blake Childress, though, is going to be the selection right now. He's a left tackle, right? We just drafted a left tackle, but I'm thinking about moving him around a little bit, so welcome to the team. 70 overall, normal development, definitely good enough to start. Probably at guard or something. I don't know exactly yet, but I want him somewhere. With this pick, we're going to go with Kobe Laws. So he had a great combine, the fastest tight end in the entire draft class, the most agile, the best acceleration, but he has like no good skills. I don't really care though, I'm going to take him anyway. He's a 68 overall normal development trait, 84 speed, but awful catching, awful run blocking, awful awareness, but great acceleration. So maybe this guy can be a bit of a project for us. He's only 6'3" as well, so that leads me to believe he actually played wide receiver in college and then maybe transitioned to tight end before the draft. I don't know what happened exactly. We only have 2 more players left on our draft board, So let's go with Steven Roll. He looks like a power back, but he's actually pretty fast. He ran a 4.44. He's the strongest running back, and he has pretty good top 3 skills. He's a 62 overall with normal development, so he's not fantastic, but 90 speed, 88 acceleration, 79 trucking is actually good enough to be the power back on this team. There is nobody left on our draft board. I kind of just want to take kickers now, just to see if I can get a starting kicker for this team. Richard Law, 63 overall. What are your stats? 87 kick power, 67 accuracy. Yeah, you are not starting. I'm actually going to take my last 3 picks with kickers because I don't really want anything else on this team or any other position. I also don't want to trade down because I have a lot of draft picks for next year as it is. So we're just going to take these other 2 kickers here who look at least decent, the power kickers. Matt Izzo, 62 overall, 90 kick power, 66 kick accuracy. Okay, come on. One of these kickers has to be starting caliber. Our last pick is in the 7th round, and it's going to be another kicker. If he's not good, I'll just sign a kicker, I guess, but it would be cool to be able to draft one. Let's see. Can we get a stud? 65 overall. He's better, but still bad. Okay, we're going to have to sign one. The team changed dramatically after the draft, so let me introduce you to the Austin Armadillos. Also, a lot of these names have changed, like I said they would, so the starting quarterback here is going to be Jacob McCamus. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, by the way, because I would love to actually get the correct pronunciation down. But he's a 6'5", 22-year-old quarterback out of Auburn. He does everything pretty well. He's best short, though. He has 83 short accuracy, 90 throw power, 78 deep, 76 medium are good enough, honestly, to start on the team. 78 awareness, 82 speed, 81 acceleration, 88 agility. Kind of a dual threat quarterback, but I'm going to be looking to pass with him more than running. The starting running back is going to be the 5'8", small but mighty, Kanan Riley out of Louisville. A great receiving back on this team, the best receiving back on the team. 78 catching for him, but 92 speed, 89 acceleration, 90 agility. He is a little running back who is going to get the job done nicely. And then we also have the power halfback here, Steven Roll, 6'2" out of Richmond. 90 speed, 79 trucking. Actually a pretty good combination. 228 pounds as well. The starting wide receiver, the number 1 wide receiver for the team, is Nikhil Carly out of Vanderbilt, 6'2", 76 overall. He's very fast, 93 speed, good acceleration. He can run the route tree very well, 82 catching. I'm excited to see what he can do. The complement to Carly is going to be Paris Campbell, the 1-year pro at this point, out of Ohio State. Also a very fast wide receiver, 94 speed, 93 acceleration, 82 catching. And then the designated slot wide receiver for this team is going to be Braxton Berrios, 5'9", 2 years of experience out of Miami. He's a good short route runner, precisely why he's going to be the slot wide receiver for us. The massive 6'8" left tackle D'Angelo Gatewood is going to hopefully shore up the left side of the offensive line. 89 strength, 82 run block power, very good run blocking left tackle. Also 83 pass block power, not too bad either. I don't know how the team was able to do this, but they were able to convince Quentin Nelson to stay on the team. Superstar development for him, 91 overall left guard, easily the highest rated player on the offense, 97 strength, 90 run block, 92 run block power, a great run blocker again. Hopefully we can have some success running off that left side. The other left tackle we drafted, Blake Childress, slid to center. Another massive offensive lineman, 6'7" for him, 88 strength is his highest attribute. The overall drops off pretty significantly at right guard. Joe Haig is the starting right guard here. Doesn't really have any great stats, but 83 strength is his highest. And then the right tackle, Zach Fuller, 79 overall, 6'8" Goliath out of Florida, 326 pounds as well for him, 91 strength, 86 run block, 81 run block power, 82 pass block power. This guy is a freak. Our starting tight end is Dawson Knox, 6'4", 1 year of experience out of Ole Miss. He's a very fast tight end, 86 speed, 79 catching, 90 acceleration, 79 catching traffic. Now on to the defensive side. We're going to start off in the secondary. The starting strong safety is Kari Willis, 1 year of experience out of Michigan State. 86 speed, 86 acceleration, pretty good hit power at 80, and decent pursuit at 78. Fear Nasir is the starting free safety for this team. Nasir Adderley, he was a beast in college, was drafted pretty highly by the Chargers, I believe in the 2nd or the 3rd round. 88 speed, 77 zone coverage, 90 acceleration. He is going to develop into a beast for us, and I can't wait for it. The number 1 cornerback for this team is Charles Mcvicker. 5'9", he's rather small. He's out of East Carolina, but he's only 21 years old. He has 96 speed, 80 man coverage, 90 acceleration, 92 agility, 92 jumping. Kind of makes up for his lack of size a little bit. But he struggles mightily in zone coverage, 68 zone coverage, so we have to be careful with this guy. The number 2 corner was drafted by the Colts. It's Rock Ya-Sin. He was a rookie last year out of Temple. Very physical cornerback, good press coverage, 81. 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 86 agility. Also pretty solid jumping at 93. The third corner on this team is out of USC, Marvel Tell. Pretty good size, 6'2", 195 pounds. 86 speed, isn't phenomenal, but 92 acceleration, reaches that speed pretty quickly. 94 agility, 92 jumping as well, 71 press. All of these cornerbacks are very, very athletic. The starting right end for this team, and I'm definitely going to need help pronouncing his name all the time because I'm probably going to forget. Ben Banogu? I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. He was just drafted a year ago out of TCU. 86 speed, 89 acceleration, 80 strength. He is going to be a dominant edge rusher for us, I can imagine. Our starting left end, another name you're definitely going to have to tell me how to pronounce. Nick Urbaszewski, I'm going to go with for now. 6'1", he's rather small at defensive end, but that doesn't matter that much, 256 pounds, 21 years old out of Virginia. He is pretty fast with 81 speed, but doesn't do anything extremely well. He's very good at a lot of different things, though. 79 finesse moves, 74 power moves, can use either one. 80 tackling, good block shed at 77, 78 play recognition, pretty strong at 82 strength, and can hit his top speed rather quickly with 83 acceleration. Moving on to the interior, we have Steve Murphy starting at defensive tackle out of Alabama. You guys know what they say about Alabama defensive linemen. They're pretty ridiculous. 92 strength, 78 power moves, 77 awareness, 75 speed as well is not bad for the interior. Our other defensive tackle, Tyquan Lewis, who was, originally on the Colts, so he decided not to leave. 83 speed, actually one of our faster defensive linemen on the team. 84 strength, 90 acceleration as well. I'm excited to see what he can do. Pass rushing at defensive tackle. Now at linebacker, right outside linebacker, we have Bobby Okereke, out of Stanford a year ago. 78 tackling, 80 hit power, 86 speed though, 88 acceleration. He brings some speed to the linebacker position. Now moving on to middle, we have even more speed. Blake Cashman out of Minnesota. 90 speed, 86 tackling, 90 acceleration. He is going to be very fun to use. And much like Quentin Nelson, I have no idea how the Armadillos were able to retain Darius Leonard, a superstar on defense. 6'2", 221 pounds out of South Carolina State. Among their ridiculous draft class from a couple years ago. 89 tackling, 83 hit power, 86 speed, 87 acceleration. He is going to be a freak and will probably be an X factor at some point. That is going to be the starting lineup for your Armadillos, and I hope you guys are excited for this series. If you guys are excited for it, please consider leaving a like and potentially subscribing to the channel. That would be quite awesome, but that is going to do it for this one. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you come back for the next one. Until then, though, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.